So we're in this BMW 330 diesel MSport with the MSport Plus pack, and having just driven it now for probably a good solid 45 minutes, hour and a half, I cannot get over the A, this is a diesel, B, how quick it is point to point. Handles phenomenally well, I'll say phenomenally well, given that it's on 20-inch alloys. It can be a bit skittish, but you know, maybe better on 19s. It deals with it well. You can see the traction lights on and off a lot when you're pushing hard out of corners. Traction off, yeah, it does have a tendency to go sideways. Not that I've been pushing it that hard, because A, this is not my car, it's, you know, barely run in, but do I like it? Yes, I do. I like it a lot, and I'm going to find it very hard to give back. This is an everyday car. It's just phenomenal. I'll use the word of a good friend, genius. It does everything you ask it to. It does it so well. The fact that it's absolutely fully loaded with every conceivable gadget, I don't even know where to start. I've had a play with it, and there are toys in here that would I use every day? Probably not. Am I still getting used to this start-stop on this BMW? Yes, it's good. Can be annoying, catches you out sometimes, but you know, does what it says. The BMW Professional sat-nav. Wow, that is some bit of kit. There's more options again. That you know what to do with split screen. The extra comms package in here works brilliantly well. I really like the white, the Alpine white with this red Dakota leather. It goes really well, and it's certainly changed my opinion on white cars. Other than that, the brakes on this MSport Plus package, fantastic. Bring you to a halt very quickly. Let's go for a drive. The ship that I picked the car up from knows it fondly as the Tool. I've renamed it to the Secret Weapon because it is that good. drive, you can really feel all the power, as you would expect, coming from those rear wheels. I love this car. So smooth on the downshift. Traction light again. Window down, you probably won't be able to hear that. The whoosh of that twin turbo is very addictive. Now this car, as we've said before, comes with the Sport Plus package. Sport Plus package gives you the 19-inch wheels, as per the website. However, that may have changed. This car's fitted with, maybe optional, 20-inch alloys. Comes with, I believe it's the lighting package. I think that actually may be extra. Comes with a fantastic Harman Kardon sound system. The BMW Professional sat-nav is extra, but worth every penny, to be honest. It's one of the best sat-navs I think I've ever had played with. Nice long straight coming up, and I've got a police van in front of me. Petrol engines, but actually this, having reset it and had it for 48 hours now, I've not been sympathetic when it comes to driving the car, and it's returning 37 miles to the gallon. On a long run, probably 40, 45. BMW, I think, are pushing out an MPG of 56 point something, which I'd like to see the person that gets 56 miles to the gallon out of it. Maybe my dad. So, the other thing in this car, there's the car key. Where's the ignition? There is no ignition. And for those of you that are familiar with your later model BMWs, that's probably nothing new. But I find it quite strange just having the key in my pocket and then pressing the start button. Even stranger is getting out the car pressing the stop button to kill the engine. Getting out of the car, pressing the stop button, yet the radio and the music system continuing to play. Even when you've shut the doors, it's still playing. So you actually have to lock the car for the car to know that that's you finished and done with it. An odd sensation. However, I'm sure you can configure that. One of the things I really like about the BMW Professional Sat Nav is actually you can now have it in split screen mode. So one of the most annoying things about Sat Nav is when you want to have a look at, say, what radio station you're on, or change the track, you lose your Sat Nav. It kind of means that if you're busy actually navigating roads you don't know, doing two things at once can be quite tricky. But with a split screen it allows you to see both, and I really like that option. Just does everything you want, this car. Absolutely everything you want. As I say, perhaps my only reservation would be these 20-inch alloys. Not sure they look the part. That is for sure. Again, subjective whether you like cars with large wheels. Just such a noise on that engine. Shouldn't like this. It's a diesel. Oh, that's the other thing. Simple, but this car has mirrors that drop down, so when you're reversing you don't have to worry about curbing those 20-inch alloys because you can see the curb. Another nice little touch, the folding mirrors. So, in summary, thankfully I've got another 250 miles to do in this car today. Maybe 200, no, 250 I think. Over Duke's Pass, might try and get some footage there. But you know, if I had to hand this back right now, I don't want to hand it back. I really don't. I think that says a lot. Am I converted from petrol to diesels? I think so.